You know how we do on these catch ups? Let's go ahead and dive right on in. Get to the juicy part. So, since you guys ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good, good, good. Tell me all about it. Since you answered, let's hear from you, Akila.
Um, we went out as soon as we matched. Actually, that night, we went out by
Good.
ourselves. So that was really cool. Like it was very natural.
5 points just for that. 5 points. We went out by ourselves. Matter of fact, give me 10 points for that. 10.
Like I don't know, I had a good time. Like I said, like we were vibing for sure, and we even went out once we went home too a few times as well.
Oh wow. Okay,
Okay.
where'd you guys go? Did you
So
go
that's another 10 points. Okay, what we doing?
to a restaurant? You went to a lounge? Do you remember?
I guess it was a restaurant lounge.
Okay.
Yeah. We went and got some Mexican the second
Mm.
time we hung out.
Yeah,
And then we went and played mini golf the
yeah,
third time. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so
We went
after
out
the
to eat too. We went to the food works place.
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember the food works place, the soul food, the barbecue?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay.
That was the same night we went and
Yeah,
played
that
mini
was the
golf.
same night. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
night.
Okay, so after you guys left Arizona, how long were you in Arizona first off after your filming?
I left
Just
the
till the
next
next
day.
day.
Yeah,
Okay, you both left the next day. Okay, and where are you guys located again?
Atlanta. We were yeah the same place.
Atlanta. Oh yeah, you guys got lucky. You were both in the same state.
hmm
And so after you went back home, clearly you guys kept in communication because you went on another date.
hmm
Okay, was it like texting, FaceTime?
He called me every night. To be honest.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
Yeah, it
okay,
right.
was all
Yeah.
the stuff.
That's
I was definitely trying to put my best foot forward, and
uh
I try
huh.
to be a very intentional dater. I
Hey.
don't like to waste anyone's time. So, I was trying to be very intentional and
Right.
talking and planning things for sure.
Right.
okay, good. We like to hear that. And then so you guys said once you got back home, how soon after did you guys go on that second date?
I
That
think it's
following Wednesday,
Wednesday. Yeah, that Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right, nice. That's really good. And have there been any other dates since then? Are you guys still in communication?
We are not in communication.
No, what
No.
happened?
Oh, what happened?
so I guess that's time for me to talk now.
Yes.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Damn.
we went on three
Okay.
dates in probably like a week span of time.
Okay.
So that same day, that Wednesday, and then that Friday, and then I think we hung out, just like watched a movie or something like that. That following week, so we hung out maybe like 4 or 5 times,
Hmm.
and things were honestly going really well. Akila's really nice. I think that she was like if I write down all the stuff that I'd be like, I want this on paper, I want that, I want that. She was all the stuff.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think I just never really, I'm very religious and I was praying about it and I just never really got that like green light from God, like this is your person.
Mm.
And there were a few more like specific things that I think that like I was a little picky about. Um, but it
Okay.
wasn't anything like super
Like what?
detrimental
What
or
was it? Because I saw Akila go like
Yeah.
what? So you got to tell us now. What? Like what?
it wasn't anything too crazy, honestly. I'm honestly trying to think. I probably should have thought about this before I got here.
Things when they say it's not anything that's like too crazy thing, but then when you have like little things that aren't too crazy, but they all stack up and it turns out to be a list, all the not too crazies together look crazy.
Because this was all of this happened so quick. Like it
Yeah, it
started,
did move fast. We
it,
did
it
move kind of
moved quick,
fast.
and it was over within like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
3 days in 1 week on Pop the Balloon. That's hey. I mean, we've seen people get married in like 30 days or propose to in 30 days. We've seen that. But that's fast too. You know what I mean? But I'm saying 3 days in one. Dang, okay.
it's been over a month now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I remember initially I just was unsure about her. I remember I told her that I hadn't really made my decision up about anything. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
even really know why I was unsure. I just remember I had like this strong feeling of uncertainty
Okay.
Mm.
at first. And I talked to her about it and I was like, look, I'm just not really sure about this. It's nothing that you've really done right
Huh.
now that I can think of. But I just know that, I just knew that I wasn't like invested. I was like, this is not going as organically as it was in the very beginning.
Well, since you're very religious, is it? I hate to say this. It's like one of those things you be like, God was telling me something else, or I spoke to Jesus and there's another path he was telling me to take, and he was telling me to kind of veer away from this or something like that. Is it that you try to pray on it and all that? Because you said you're very religious, so sometimes that comes into play.
Probably like 2 weeks in. So I told her that. I told her, I was like, yeah, give me a day or two to think about things. And then after that, I told her, I was like, look, I want you to be with somebody that you're sure about. And, that's not me right now. So I think that it's probably best that I take a step back. Um,
Okay.
she didn't take that super well at first.
Who would
What?
take that well, Zach?
No, no,
Wait.
no, no.
I'm messing with her. I'm
What?
messing with her.
No,
Yeah,
no. Don't just say do not
yeah.
play.
I'm messing with her. I'm messing with her. She
Well,
took it fine. Yeah. Like I
okay,
told
Okay.
yeah.
her, at first she didn't respond, and then I said something else that was a little pushy, and then
Mm.
she did respond, and I was
Yeah,
wrong for even saying anything else, right?
exactly.
Because she's allowed all the time in the world to, take her time and respond at her own pace.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she said something, and I was like, I understand, wish you the best. And then she came back and was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have responded like that. And it wasn't even anything really bad, if I'm just being honest, right? But it probably just wasn't
There's
the
no.
response that I was expecting.
He
Okay.
was just
Um,
Okay.
impatient. You were impatient.
I was, because I texted her that, and then I think it was like
In the
a
middle of
day.
a work day.
It was like a day went
What did
by.
you
So
what happened? Like, what did you say?
I just told her like, hey, I really enjoy you, but I'm just not really sure, about us continuing to talk, and I just don't think that this is something that's what
This is kind of what happened with the anime couple, the beloved anime couple. Except the girl told him, "Hey, do you actually even like me?" And he said, he said what he said, and then he actually kept trying to hit her up or something. I'm still confused on what the time that video is always going to be a mystery to me, but whatever, time moves on. I guess he kept trying to. This is what the other catch up. He kept trying to hit her up after work. Like no. He kept telling her to hit me up after work, and she would be like, "All right," and then she would never hit him after she got off, and she just ghosted him. She at least didn't ghost him. She actually sent some type of response, but this time he broke it off with her.
working for me right now.
Okay.
I texted her that on like a Wednesday or something like that, and then she didn't respond. It's like Thursday the next day, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I got my feelings hurt a little bit because I'm like, dang,
But
like,
you breaking
I,
up with her? What do you mean? Like,
because
Exactly.
because I could have ghosted her. I could have just not said anything, but I was
Damn.
like, I took the time to at least say something.
You
So I was
already
like,
told me you already had let me you already pre-warned me though. Like you had already
yeah.
told me. So
No,
the expert
you're absolutely in the right. I'm just telling you my mindset. I was completely wrong, and like even responding the second time, and I didn't go off on her or anything like that. I was just like, wow, like that says something about you if you don't even have enough respect for me to respond, and that wasn't right for me to say
mm-hmm.
because that was
mm,
making a statement about her character, and she honestly was very nice the whole time. It was uncalled for. Um,
okay. So,
and
what
so that
type
was
of response were you looking for when you sent that?
anything. She didn't say anything at all.
Okay,
I was just looking for a
She was thinking on it.
response.
She didn't know how to respond.
Like,
got it.
I understand. Thanks for letting me know.
Unless she was very angry and just was blowing steam off and just didn't put any of that steam towards you.
Anything, but it was just like she didn't respond, and then she's just like posting on social media, and I'm like, dang, like I could have just ghosted her, like.
Oh my god. Okay, so
But
Okay,
Akila,
let me.
when he sent you that message, did it come off as a shock, or were you having like the same kind of feelings?
It wasn't a shock. It was first of all, it was a text message. It was a paragraph. It moved a work day. And
Okay.
honestly, I remember what day it was. It was a Tuesday. And you know what I do on Tuesdays.
what do
My
you do?
whole mindset my whole mindset was thrown off.
Mm,
And I was just not feeling like I felt like I'm one of those people where like if I'm gonna respond genuinely, I need to respond in a mind state, in a mindset where I'm emotionally like neutral, if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to respond out of like emotion. But I ain't gonna lie, his second message, I was like, okay, you want a response? I'll give you a response. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna respond
Yeah.
on my own time, but you want a
Uh-huh.
response? I'll give you one. And I end up doubling it back and being like, you know what? My response wasn't out of me, my genuine like care, like who I you normally am, like on my neutral state.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like he said, I'm a nice person. So when I'm a nice person, I'm gonna respond very kindly. Like I understand. But he apologized for it. So there's no hard feelings about that. He apologized and
So
he already took accountability.
when he said the second
Okay.
message, that's when he said that's what you not responding says a lot about your character.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so how did you respond to that?
I was like, I don't even remember what I said. Honestly, I gotta pull out the message. But I know I was like, I said something like just going off. I mean, honestly, since we're there, everything he said about how, you know, the dynamic of us getting to know each other went is accurate. I think the only thing I had a problem with was the love bombing. I had a problem with that. I genuinely did. And
Okay.
that's where I was like, okay, you done did all this. You don't have to say all that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do the love bombing. Like,
So that kind of scared her,
to get
pretty
to know
much.
somebody. You could just be we just
Moving fast is either a good thing or a bad thing.
get to know each other. But I think it was
What's your
the extra.
definition of love bombing? Not to interrupt you. I just want to know what you mean by
Yeah,
that.
like did he give you or attempt to give you a whole bunch of materialistic things or something like that? I mean, 3 days in 1 week, y'all live in the same area, so I guess that's cool. That's not really too bad. Like I said earlier, I said that was fast, but now that I think about it, I'm like, if y'all, you know, y'all, that's not too bad. I've been out 3 times in 1 week with a girl. Didn't really seem too crazy. Now, if you're doing things like proposing in like 30 days, I can see some people be scared of that. But when it comes to love bombing, that can be, you know, a person can be made to look crazy and like a psychopath if you like doing too much towards a man or you know, a woman to a man or a man to a woman.
Or you told you could just move in. You talk about moving in how many times? I know you were kidding, but like you don't have to keep saying that.
Oh,
You did. Oh, don't let me put my messages. Don't let me put. Don't let me.
Zach, did you say that?
You
Where-
said
Did you
it in
say that?
person too.
was there any jokey joke context behind that, or did he sound serious? Like, for real, you can move in tomorrow, 6 a.m. Bring your furniture. Like, what was that?
I said it jokingly. I mean, we had
I
only
know
known each
he
other.
was jokingly, but don't
Yeah,
say
like
that. I don't think
we
you
had,
should say that to somebody.
we had only known each other 2 weeks. Like, and I
So she knew it was jokingly, but in the back of her head, she was going home thinking like, I hope he wasn't secretly serious about that. Because, you know, sometimes people say jokes with a little bit of truth behind that.
she
I
knows that
didn't
that
take it
wasn't.
literally. I'm not saying I took it literally, but saying things like that is not needed. Like to me, I feel like that's not needed. To get to know each other, you don't gotta say all that. Like just be chill. I was like, why were you being extra then? Like that's how I kind of feel. Like you don't have to be extra about it. We can get to know each other. We can be cool. We can cordially. If it's not working out, it's not working out. It's cool. We move on. Like I said, even at the end of all that, we talked after the episode aired. We was cool. I'm still cool with him. He's still like we cool, but like I just didn't appreciate that part.
Okay.
Okay.
You felt like he love bombed you like from the beginning until when he sent that
Yes.
message?
Yes.
Okay. So then it did
No,
catch you
don't
off.
say no.
What was the first rendition of love bombing? You said one thing. What was the first love bombing thing that he did to kind of spark it off in your brain? Like, oh God, this dude's crazy. Like, what was
I
the
didn't
first
say
thing?
anything.
No, I see your face expression though. Yes, you did.
Man,
So the
I don't have
message
to-
did throw you off then because you were like, wait, what's going on?
Well, when
This
he
is-
called me, okay, before the message was sent, he kind of called me and said he was unsure. So that part I was thrown off about
Okay.
a little bit, but I can't change nobody feeling. Like if that's how he feeling, that's how he feeling. It's cool.
Yeah.
So we sent the paragraph. It wasn't unexpected.
this whole thing, I'm gonna put the frame in this whole thing. He broke it off with you because he felt that she wasn't trying to move the same speed as him. That's pretty much it. He wanted to move fast, you didn't. End of story, pretty much.
Graph was the same day as the call.
No, it's the next day.
The next
I was
day.
okay with that. Like I wasn't. I just didn't know how to respond at the time. That's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna respond.
So I like so now hearing what she says now, and she says, "Oh, I was okay with that." I'm thinking she like remember I said before she was blowing off steam. She was probably mad that he said that, and she didn't want to put any steam towards him. She was probably happy and was like, "Ooh, how do I respond to this? Yes, finally, this dude is crazy. Love on me out. Talking about move in. Shit, girl, we going out tonight. I made him up 2 days. We going. What we doing? Shoot, this dude on pop the balloon. He done broke it off for me. This dude love on me. All type of stuff. Girl, I'm happy I'm out of that. This man crazy as hell." She's probably jumping for joy.
on my own time. Or if I want to respond. At first I was like, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to respond. Like I had already went through the like, should I respond? Should I not respond? But I feel like his message was pretty clear. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, you made it clear, like, okay, you want me to like it, heart it. I mean, if that's what you wanted, I understand, but I didn't know what else to say. But that's really what it came down to at the end of the day.
Okay.
Zach, did you feel like you were love bombing?
No. Like I
No.
the same way I was like very honest about
Sir.
everything for forefront. Like I never sold her any dreams. I never was like
Sir.
I didn't interrupt you. I never sold her any dreams. I never was like, oh yeah, I'm about to start shopping for wedding rings. I'm about to all of this. I told her the day we met. I said, look, I want to take things very slow. I told her, I was like, I'm speaking to other women right now. I didn't hide that at all.
Okay.
So like I don't understand how it goes from like, okay, I want to take things slow. I wanted this to I play around a lot. That's even something I
Okay.
said on the show. I'm very goofy. I play around all the time. She
Mm-hmm.
was looking for a new
Okay.
apartment.
Wait a minute.
And one day I jokingly, I was like, you don't gotta look for a new apartment. You just come move in with me. I was joking. Like,
Oh, you see, this is why I want camera footage. I want recordings. Of course, we're not gonna ever get that. I want screenshots, text messages. They probably got that. But I'm saying this is what I want to. I want to know the context. Now you added to it. That makes sense. That makes sense. I've heard that before, and it jokingly mad at man. I'm having trouble. Like, shoot, just move in my downstairs. Shoot, just move. I've heard that before in a jokingly manner. I could easily see that being a joke that he said. That makes perfect sense. I've heard that before. I've heard that before. This is why we need full context. And for the fact that he told her that he was speaking to other women, he jokes with them in a way that is very similar. She's taking it differently. So let's say if you're talking to 3 women or 4, let's say let's say you're talking to 4 girls. Let's say you're talking to 3. That's a lot. 4, what, I don't, whatever. Let's keep it at 3, right? And 2 of them, you joke with them and blah, blah, blah. They kind of get your comedic style. They get you. They don't say you're love bombing them or whatever, right? But at the same time, you did kind of match with somebody on the show. BM would be disappointed about that. You're talking to other women and you're matching with other girls on the show. I don't know how far after the show, but anyway, did they say it in the beginning? They probably did. I'm forgetting it right now. But anyway, those 2 women know your way of joking, whatever. They're cool with you. The one takes it differently than the other 2 or the other 3 or however many girls you're talking to. And now you're kind of like weirded out in your brain. How are they taking what I'm saying differently than you? And you're taking it like I'm love bombing. I'm not love bombing. This is the way I am. Now, you don't want to sit up here and put other women in her face and compare those other girls. Well, they don't do that, so why are you doing that? I'm not them. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You can't. Everybody's not going to take what you say the same. They're not going to take the jokes the same or anything. So that's why you kind of got to be careful in the framing of wording of things, especially with somebody new that you don't know at all. They're probably not going to take the jokes as well as some of those other people that you know.
More than once.
I was still joking because you were talking to me every day about moving
I
into an
know you was
apartment.
joking. I knew you
And
was
so if you
joking. But it's
know,
the fact that you said it so many times. I'm like, okay,
Akila,
like
I might have said it maybe twice. And I definitely, if you would have been like, could I really move in with you? I would have absolutely been like, no. That was not, I can't tell you what to take serious, but you know me, Akila. Like, I play around a lot
So did you think that he was lying when he said, I'm talking to other women? He probably just lying to me, trying to make it seem like something.
about everything. And like, I absolutely am very romantic. I'm very intentional, but I never sold
Okay.
her any dreams. I never sold her any fantasies. I never started like planning stuff out for a future or any of that. So like, for me to get accused of love bombing, like, I just don't agree with it. I mean, she's allowed to have her opinion,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't agree with that at all.
I
Because
mean, y'all might have had those conversations about the future on a date, like little conversations here and there.
I always kept everything
That's
forefront. Even
normal.
when I talked to
Makes
her
sense.
the day before I sent her the paragraph and ended things,
The paragraph.
she was like, I wish you would have just measured it.
How big was the paragraph? Was it a normal size paragraph like this? Or was it like one of those kind of crazy SAT paragraph like this? And then you have to extend the paragraph and go down.
Decision before you talk to me, because I'm the type of person where I like to talk to talk to people and talk about my feelings as they come in real time.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, she was like, yeah, I wish you would have just waited. So like, I
Okay.
don't understand how I'm the type of person that like talks about my feelings in real time and how I'm thinking and how I'm feeling to love bombing. Like, I
but
just
look
don't.
what you just
So
said. You said you talk about your feelings in real time. So there was a point where you did really like me. And
I'm
there was a
not
point.
saying I'm
That's what
not
I'm
saying
yeah,
saying.
that
So
That's
in that
fine.
moment, you were saying things that you may not see it as love bombing, but it is.
I was just being honest with you. I told you that there was a real spark there. And I
Okay.
was like, this is the first time I've been excited to get to know somebody in a long time.
Okay.
That was
You
That's a
did
true.
say
good
that.
thing.
That's not
That's a good thing.
love bombing. That's just me being honest with you about my
Yeah, what
feelings.
the
And it
fuck?
was the truth.
okay, so Zach,
Okay, hold on.
what was the actual reason for you breaking up with her? Because you're saying you prayed about it, but you weren't getting responses. But there has to be more than that. Because if you're saying like you told
That's what I want her to answer. She said love bombing. So what was the first thing that she thought was love bombing? What was the first thing? Because right now, it's starting to switch up and looking like she's taking regular things, saying that it's love bombing when it's not, when it's generally regular things that people do when you're dating someone new and you're kind of excited. Now, sometimes people say if you're excited about dating somebody new and you're really head over heels for them, don't show them that because they're going to look at you like you're nuts. Is it that or?
Or you were excited to get to know her, there were sparks. What actually happened?
It wasn't one single thing. And it wasn't really anything that like I feel like is large. Like it wasn't anything that like I feel like makes her a bad person or anything like that. For me personally, the big one was like that confirmation from God. Like I prayed about it every single night. And I try to lean into him. I try to
I just said about the God thing, and look, it's happening.
listen to him, and I just never got that. I could sit here and nitpick a few other like smaller things that are like we on like anything else I would say is something that like we could have worked through, right? Like, and I'm really not trying to like just start nitpicking or anything like that because anything I will say is like, okay, we can work on that, we can work on that, we can work on that. But the big thing was to me like I just wasn't really getting that confirmation from God.
So now
Kind of in a
you did mention you were talking to other women.
Yeah,
So now did
what's
these
going on with
other
them?
women spark your interest more than Akila?
No, I'm not. I wasn't really in the headspace of like really trying to actively pursue anybody else. It wasn't like, oh, I'm choosing them over choosing her. Akila had most of my interests.
Okay.
But I will say one thing that like she did tell me that did make me a little uneasy is she told me that she's working on her relationship with like the church because she has like kind of a
Okay.
I don't want to say a troubled background, but she just has like something there to where like it's a little it's a sensitive subject for her to go, and she just doesn't like going every Sunday. And if I'm being completely honest, right, like I go to church every Sunday I can, and I want somebody that likes
That's already there.
to go to church with me and is excited
Already at that level of their walk with God.
to go with me every Sunday.
Okay.
That's not something, but again, that's something we can work on, right? But that's just like a one small thing that I didn't really care for. I didn't particularly care for some of her other personal hobbies, if I'm just being honest. Again, not really a big deal, but
Does she smoke?
that's her life. You know what I mean? It doesn't have anything to do
She smokes weed?
with me, and that could just be something that's temporary.
She drink too much? What is it?
That again, if we continue into the relationship, she may or may not keep doing. But if I'm being honest, like I wasn't a big fan of one of her like active hobbies, and I didn't want to offend her. And I didn't- and she did- and I've never said this to her. I didn't want to
Offend
bring that
her.
up
No,
to
you
her. I
never
Okay.
didn't
said
want her to
that.
be self-conscious. I didn't want her to be self-conscious about it. But it wasn't something that I was used to. It wasn't something that I was aligned with, and I was keeping an open mind about it because I did see a lot of potential with her. But if
Okay.
I like 100% transparent, I don't
Okay.
think if I had that initial interest in the first place, that regularly I would entertain somebody that
Okay.
has a hobby like that.
Okay.
Okay,
And Akila,
okay.
what's the hobby? Because
What
you're
is it?
smiling like you know what he's talking about.
Arlette. Good. What's the hobby?
It's pole fitness.
I was gonna say something around dancing on a pole. I was gonna say straight up, like, is she an exotic dancer on the side for more money? Does she have an OF account? But she said pole fitness. I know a pole fitness teacher. I haven't seen her in like years.
I
But-
don't. Okay, first
Pole
of all,
dancing.
I am not an exotic dancer. Okay, I go
Okay.
to a pole studio. We do strength and conditioning.
Yeah, that is a fitness thing.
We do dance at a studio.
Okay.
In fact, I enjoy doing it, and he never mentioned this to me. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and
Huh.
he acted like he was in support of it, and so I just felt like you could have just been honest about how you felt about it.
Yeah,
That
well-
doesn't mean I was gonna stop doing what I was doing just to be with you, though.
Yeah, if that goes into fitness and health, because if you see some of these like athletic pole competitions, these women are fit as you know Spider-Man. Imagine Spider-Man, but it's a woman. Well, they got Spider Woman and stuff like that. Okay, imagine Spider Woman on a pole, but she got like abs. She got a body that's built. She's doing all these pole tricks that require like a very strong core and such and all above. That is no game. And I'm pretty sure that's probably, I don't know if she's up to their level, but I'm pretty sure she's on some level high enough to be an instructor. So that goes into health and fitness.
just make sure that's clear. But you
Yeah.
could have
He going straight to stripper in the players club.
just been transparent about that. And then going back to the church thing, you're absolutely right. And I told you I was very Seventh-day Adventist. I wasn't used to going to church on a Sunday. I was to go to church on a Saturday. Like, you have to understand, that's a whole entire different belief system that I grew up with that I'm trying to navigate through that.
Okay.
So it doesn't, that's why I even said on the show, when we were filming, I even said, but you weren't there yet. I said it to the previous guy, like, hey, I'm not somebody who goes to church every week, but the relationship is still there. That has not changed. It's just how I navigate going to church has changed, because I don't even know, like, I have to understand, like, you got to go backwards. If you grew up in something, you was born into something, and you don't even understand why you was doing what you was doing, you want to be, as an adult, making sure you're making the right decisions and making the right moves for your own education, for your own self. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So I just want to make sure that that's clear. We clear that up.
That makes sense.
Okay.
And she told me that. We talked about it, like she explained it out.
But you never
And
had no opinions. I was trying to get your opinion on it. I was trying to see your perspective. You never said nothing. You just like, oh, okay.
I did. I told you that I was like, I said the same exact thing. I was like, it is something that I prefer my partner to do,
You
but
did.
it's
You
something
did.
that we can work on. And it's something we could have worked on. Again, that wasn't a deal breaker. The pole dancing wasn't a deal breaker.
It wasn't?
We're trying to nitpick right now. And it's like, these are both things. For one, pole dancing doesn't define you. It's something that you might not even be doing in a year.
But you added that into a particular, that's the first thing you mentioned when you said, I don't want to nitpick, but one of her particular hobbies is I'm not a fan of. And now you're saying you're kind of going back on that. So I
You know
don't
what I mean?
understand.
Like, there's
It's
so
for
much.
fun. It's fun.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It builds strength.
Right.
Like, I've never
There's
felt
I
so.
don't know.
I feel so strong. Like, I'm lifting my own body weight. Like,
Yeah.
not
And you
everybody
were
can do that.
and you were so excited about it. I didn't want you to have any sort of insecurity about that at all. And that's why I didn't want to bring it up, because it's like, if this doesn't really work out anyway, what's the point of even bringing it up now? There's so many other things that we need to talk about and discuss that was so much more important than that to me, that it was like, okay, if this really is worth fighting for, we can work with that and we can address that later on. But I'm just being honest about some of the reservations that I had, because even when I told you the last time we talked, you were like, I told you I had a list of things, and you were like, what are they? And I was like, I really don't want to talk about them. But then you were like, well, at least give me one. And then we talked about the one. That was one of the things on the list that we just never got a chance to talk about.
At the
Okay.
end of the day, you wasn't even ready in the first place. Like, let's start from the beginning.
What makes you say that?
Because in the very beginning, the first day, the first thing he said was how he wanted, like, he mentioned like his previous relationship and when it ended, everything like that. I kind of got the sense, and I told him this too. I kind of got the sense that he probably wasn't 100% there. And in that same paragraph that I sent to him, I even said, like, I asked you on the show, what makes you think you're ready? And you provided a response to me. And then now that it's happening, now it's like, oh, I'm actually not ready. This is actually something I don't want. So I'm like, why even? That's why I said you could have told me from the beginning. We could have
But that's
saved
not
all.
that's not what I told you. I never told you that I
I didn't
wasn't
get
ready.
that. I didn't get
I
that.
just told you that I didn't think that we were a good match. It wasn't about me
You
being
never
ready.
said anything about being a good match. You never said that. You said you wanted to take a step back.
Yeah, because we weren't a good match. Like,
But you didn't say that part. See, that part is silent.
I don't think you're ready either, because you think everything is love bombing. What is not love bombing to you, and what would you think would be a formal way for a guy to approach you that likes you? Like what? Like what? Because she go love bombing. You were love bombing. You love bombing. Well, you actually liked me at one point. Like what? How is a man supposed to date you at all? How is he supposed to court you? Because a lot of what women want today, I want this from a man. A man should do this nice thing for me. I want flowers and all this other stuff or whatever. I'm not putting you in that category. But where's the guy supposed to do for them not to feel like they're love bombing you if you think everything is love bombing? You gotta explain that first. Other than that, I don't even think you're ready to be in a dating world. Like, what is it supposed to like? What is it supposed to like? Who likes you? Date who likes you? Now what? You can't even joke around. You can't even play around with it. What are we doing here?
You never said that.
I'm pretty sure I did.
You
But
never
So,
said that.
so Akila, did you have any reservations, or were there any red flags that came up for you, or anything while you guys were in that talking phase?
Yes, I kind of felt like he was a little bit
What?
like the first date. That's why I said the first date. I felt like he was a little bit like,
Pushy?
I'm like, it's not giving somebody who is gonna be all the way there right away. Like, I kind of felt that. Like, I hear what he's telling me, I hear how he's moving, but I don't feel it. Like, I kind of knew that from beginning. But I'm one of those people who are like, I don't want to prejudge people.
I don't
I
know.
want to let it play out and see how, because I could be wrong. I mean, I wanted to see how it happened. And then the other thing was,
It seemed like he was giving you energy that you weren't giving back.
Like he said, how do I say it? I don't really. I think okay. How do I say this? So up until the breakup, I ain't really have no big issue.
The breakup.
It was afterwards.
Oh man.
We had the call we had afterwards where had me be like, yeah, we were not gonna work out anyways. Cause he made, like I said, he has to say that he makes jokes, but to me, I didn't find everything that he said was funny to me. I'm like, I don't think that's funny. Like he tried to assume that I would want to break the window. He's trying to joke, I'm surprised you want to break the windows on my car. That's not even me. That's why it's not funny. I'm like, that's not even my personality or something I would do. See, he laughing because he know when he said that. I'm like, that's not even funny. I was like, what? I was like, why would I want to do that?
I can see if you joke with a girl the wrong way, they will take it out back on you as if you're trying to paint them to be that type of person. You know, remember when I just said people joke and the other person might think there's a little bit of truth behind that? Oh, you might stab me. Oh, I'm surprised you ain't stabbed me in the throat. Whoa, hold on. I'm not that type of person. You can't label a woman the type of person that you think she is when she actually isn't that type of person, especially when it's a negative type of joke. Breaking windows, popping tires, stuff like that, bashing people in the head with pots, throwing hot grits on people's faces and stuff like that. They're not that type of violent person. They don't want to even be painted like that. They get real pissed off. So refrain from those type of jokes. I don't make. Like what he said right there, I'm afraid you're not busting the window. Oh nah, I don't. No, hell no. I don't joke like that at all. Because I have had a female friend call me before, and she can't. Well, I'm gonna switch the word to a lady friend, just in case that word can be offensive to some people. Lady friend called me before and be like, "Hey, my windows out my car are gone. This happened to me. Such and such happened to me." That stuff does happen, and you hear guy friends too come back. Man, she did this and such to me. She broke in my house and threw all my food on the floor. Some random crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I mentioned here twice before on this channel, like a long time ago. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I was out on a date with a woman, and her ex's friend saw us out eating. She went back to her house. Her whole windows are busted and all types of stuff like that. So people could be traumatized from situations that they participated in themselves or has been done to them, and they hate being painted in that type of negative light.
I don't really care that much. Like we weren't even in a relationship. Like that's how I kind of thought. Like I was like, yeah, nah. Like our humor was not gonna register.
Wasn't matching up.
No, definitely not.
Okay,
it was not gonna work long term. He was gonna piss me off. He was gonna be mad that I was pissed off. Like no, like.
Oh god.
No.
Y'all just caught that, right? She basically said, like, look, I'm self-aware that the way I'm gonna act is gonna mess up this whole situation. It's gonna make him mad too. So I don't know. You need to work on yourself. I guess you need to work on yourself too. You know what I mean? You said she wasn't giving you that energy, and you prayed on it, and it just nothing was clicking up or adding up with you. So God told you to go the other way, and she thinks you're kind of crazy a little bit. So
man, okay. Well, that is definitely unfortunate, but are you guys seeing other people now? You dating? Like, how's the dating life looking now? Let's start with you, Zach.
You got some new pole dance clients? What's going on?
I'm chilling. I'm trying to make this money. Yeah.
All right, Akila.
I mean, I'm not in a relationship with anyone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, are you guys working on any personal projects or anything that the viewers can tune in and support you with? Let's start with Akila.
Yeah, I'm looking to create like more content. I'm actually still fulfilling what I said on the show. Like, I really do want to start like a nonprofit, and I want to get back to the communities that my family came from, but also even right here at home, like in Atlanta. That was something I still am planning to do. So definitely stay tuned with that.
Okay. Zach, what about for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. So I'm the sales lead for Studio R&B. I think I shouted out the day of the show. It's a real estate development company that specializes in architectural design and structural engineering services. So to put that into English language for most people who are like, what is that? We build homes, businesses, pretty much anything. So anybody who wants a renovation or anything like that done, hit us up. We got you. We work around the country.
Okay.
That's
Very
cool.
nice. Well,
well, that's it. Both of y'all working yourselves. Go pray about it. You go to church on your Saturday. You go to church on your Sunday. That's it.